I just went to bed 1 hour later than I normally do. 11, just for in the past 4 nights of experimenting. 11 instead of 10. And I woke up feeling so much more tired today than I have the past couple days. And it's just a 1 hour difference before midnight. It's crazy how much it makes a difference. And they say that an hour of sleep before midnight counts as 2. Have you heard that? Yeah. And it's like, where's the science behind that? That doesn't make sense to me. But I feel it, man. I feel it. It's true. It's crazy. Like, yeah, going to bed at 10 versus 11, and I feel it like big time. So, sleep. Sleep. Sleep is life.
That pro ventilation.
Oh, yeah.
Especially this old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton.
Yes.
Cool. I don't know anything about F1 except for that guy.
After watching, I watched the Drive to Survive series on Netflix, and that kind of got me into F1. Fred is really into F1.
Okay.
So we talked a little bit about it. We're both into Legos, and Lego did a brand association collab with F1.
Sweet.
So I have a bunch of those. And so it's like the movie F1, so I'm getting more and more into it. So
cool.
it's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Okay.
I like that.
Ready to rumble?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We'll get warmed up with, let's say, 50 jumping jacks, just normal, and then we'll jump into this thing because we're trying to be out of here in an hour, man. We're not playing around today.
This is an hour of power.
An hour of power. Let's go. 1,
2, 5, 6, 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 40, 42, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50.
That was a nice quick hit.
Yes.
All right, so now we're going to do slow down, stretch, planche, lean. Let me get these bars. Just do them over here again.
Okay.
I think that's the easiest way to get it done.
Oh, yes. The boards are over there still. That's good. Oh, my bad. My bad. Call the ambulance. Ooh. I may have eaten too close to this workout. Possibly. Oh, I am a bit sore from yesterday. Wow. Good stuff.
Got the wall. Do our slow downs, tucks, stretching.
Hiya. Let's do it.
Slow downs. I came back at the end of the 5 reps, through and did a couple more at the end.
Oh, of those circuits?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just the slow down.
Okay.
I was like, okay. I started to feel like what I realized, even in this one, the way I'm kind of cheating this movement is not leaning out far enough. I'm keeping my feet, like, how do I explain this?
You're widening your V or no?
I am, but it's like I'm not really letting my weight, I wasn't really letting my weight go all the way over my hands. And so it's like I'm sliding down the wall, but my weight is still going this way into the wall.
Oh, okay.
Instead of letting my weight go this way.
Yeah.
So my feet are still coming down, but my weight is out that way.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Reps, it's like I felt that shift where it's like, okay, now I'm actually leaning out there.
Yeah.
And that's the point of strength that I need this move for.
True.
Like
yeah.
sliding down with my weight going this way is not helpful.
No. Wow. That's a good realization. I like that. Yeah.
Coach in the building. Yes, sir, man. We're about to get these reps. All right. Like it.
Okay.
We're going to have to get you a mic too, man. We on the street.
Yeah.
We're coming back ready, man. Not playing around.
Ooh. Wow. Crazy. Even just standing like that just now, my hip wants to cramp so quickly. That's wild. So for that one, are you just trying now to just not put as much weight on your feet?
Yes.
Or, okay.
What I really want to feel is almost the balance in the straddle position. And then from there, work on, I know I have the wall back there for my feet, but I don't want to slide down with my weight leaning into the wall. I want to try to control it down with the wall being there with my weight coming onto my hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't even know if that makes sense.
I can visualize it. I'm like, okay.
It's like I can feel it, but it's hard to describe. Yeah, it's like if I can get used to, and this is funny because this thing with the shorts that it produces, one of them was talking about, it clipped a moment where I was talking about weak wrists and the importance of focusing on that as the base of all of this handstand stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm watching it back and it's clicking like, yeah, these movements, I have the strength here to do these moves, but this is where I need it. So if I'm not really pushing here, then I'm going to always be compensating more with everything else.
Wow.
Because I'm comfortable there.
Yeah, true.
So I have to get to the point of discomfort here to develop the strength. So now I can chain everything together. So if I can't do that, no point.
Wow. That was like a self-reflection moment where the short of you, So the AI is clipping and making shorts of the vlog? That's so great. That's way better than having to go through and choose which clips you want to make.
100%.
Wow.
It's like, the reason that I really like it is, typically I'm sitting here trying to generate that perfect clip moment, right?
Yeah.
And then that results in how many retakes, and then all the editing, and then all the posting and all that stuff. And it's like, what happens if you don't get the response you want from it?
Yeah.
All of that effort for what?
That's true.
But in this situation, it's like it's just choosing random stuff that it thinks sounds cool. It's summarizing it, giving it a title. And it's like, we can just talk and be free.
Yeah.
And I let that do it. And because I didn't invest anything into the editing of it, it's easier to post it without worrying about what the feedback is.
Yeah, true.
So
that's great.
Yeah, man. It just makes you more productive because I don't feel like I'm wasting the time to edit. I don't feel like I'm getting hung up on any kind of payoff.
Yeah.
But more content is getting out there.
That's awesome.
It's a good way to be like, it's not really about me because it's us talking.
Yeah.
It's not like, this is the thing that's gonna really get everybody to like and subscribe. It's just like, no, we just talking, and whatever it picks up, it picks up.
Yeah, you're right. And oftentimes, like whenever it's more casual, it's more like genuine and authentic than having to feel like you don't know what to say, but you're trying to say it. And sometimes that intentionality is good of like, okay, this is exactly what I'm going to say. But I think most of the time, some of the best content comes just when you're not trying. Yeah.
It's just like, this is one of the reasons why I almost always tell people, hey man, we need to have a podcast. Because you know it too, I'm sure. Half the time you're having a conversation with somebody and it's like, oh man, I wish that was recorded.
Yes.
But it's not. And then you try to reproduce it and it's like, oh man, how was it said? It never hits the same.
It never does. Yeah. Yeah, that's happened to me so many times. Like such a deep, good conversation. I was like, wow, I wish that was recorded. Yeah.
Look, it's not. Start off tight.
Yeah, dude. Whoo.
It's daily stretching, man.
Mm-hmm. I think Goggins, I haven't made it through his second book yet, but I made it through Can't Hurt Me twice now, I think.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure the last chapter is all about like stretching and recovery and stuff, and how he realized he brought his body down so much through all that he was doing. And he had these weird bumps forming on his body, and he just like was really like facing like illness and like a lot of crazy things. But he started stretching, and he just started stretching like all day, every day. And it literally brought him like back to health and to complete performance. Yeah, so amazing.
Flexibility, man. If I can get in this habit now, bruh, I'm gonna be 37 for the next 40 years.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. That's the goal. I want to be 80 and still like doing whatever, tumbling and planches and yeah.
So that's what's so exciting about doing this stuff, because these are the type of movements. Once you unlock it, you have it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I just scrolling through Instagram. Sometimes I'll see these 60, 70-year-olds doing calisthenics moves, and it's like I love that they can do that, and that is the goal. It's like they're outperforming me right now.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I gotta set my game up.
Trying
It's
to.
also inspirational because it's like, yeah, it's possible. I can do that. Like, you're not gonna be playing basketball at a high level for the next 30, 40 years.
No. No.
Fight. Just a little wrist warm up here.
Mm-hmm. Some of those wrist stretches that you showed us the other day, they're like changing the game for me.
Nice.
Like, I think that's something that was missing all year at Gymnics, was those real good wrist stretches. And now I feel like, because I had forearm splints for most of the second semester, where it was just hard to do most of anything. But I was just pushing through and it just hurt real bad. And all right, bye, coach. Woo!
Enjoy.
Awesome, enjoy. Paradiso. Yeah. Yeah, it was not comfortable at all, and like there would be a lot of moves that I would try and it would just be hurting real bad. So I think stronger wrists are gonna help a lot.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that piece of it. I think I've always, with the majority of the moves I've done, kind of cheated in this regard. I'm using the other aspects of arms because I have the muscle for it.
Yeah.
But I'm always working harder than I need to because something so vital is not really being activated the way it should be.
Yeah, it's like when I first joined the team, I can do like a press up from frog stand, like here, and then pressing up. Well, no, what was it that I was doing? Some sort of press up, but it was all muscle. Like it was all bent arm, and it was all like really ugly, but I could get up. But it was just like, okay, cool. Like I could just push through it with my muscle, but it was difficult and it didn't look good. So I need to be doing a lot better this year. Form is just everything. It's crazy.
Conversation is always going to come back to that next year.
And I want to get my back tucks. I want to get the form perfect on those. So I'm far from it right now. But
I was watching some of the videos of doing these what up, idol? Yeah, here. I was watching some of the video of you doing my little tumble passing at the end with my round off. My round off was absolute garbage.
Yeah.
I could feel it, but seeing how bad it was woo. I was like, ooh, yeah. I gotta do better.
That's funny.
Do better.
Do better. I do take it already as a win that we're throwing them. Like, at least we're doing them. Like, at least I'm doing back tucks, even though they're really ugly and awful. So that's a win. But you're right. It's like, do better, you know? Yeah.
There. But that's where the reps come in.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we're not doing it over and over again, we're not even thinking about actually analyzing it.
You're right.
Just like, yeah. For me, most of the time last year, let me get it in.
Mm-hmm.
I said it, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, nah, I really want to just focus in on this thing and just do it better.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, you're right. We're going to get that circle out for back tuck, so we're jumping and landing in the same spot. That's going to help. We're going to get it.
We'll do that soon.
Yes.
That was the one. Yes.
Nice.
Oh, yes. I had the balance. I was almost balanced off the wall all the way down.
Wow. Let's go.
Yeah, that's it.
Well done. I paid more attention to that this time too, since you told me to, and I was way better. Whew. Yeah, I'm gonna pull on that thing. Wow, nice move. Heels up.
I got to up the ante a little bit.
Wow. What about when you flex your toes to point your toes back or forward? It's a different feel. Yeah. So we're not going to have Kira this year. We're probably going to have Guillermo and Nathan still, I'm pretty sure, even though they're graduated. Who else are we going to be? Who are we going to be missing?
That's a good question. Man. Alana graduated.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She's out.
Alana's gone. Jess and Aldrich are gone.
That's right.
So doing PT stuff.
That's a big loss.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both great, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, graduated.
Olivia graduated, but I think she's sticking around.
I think she's still here.
Yeah.
At least another year.
Mm-hmm.
Most should be returners. What's the others?
Yeah.
I can't think of. Yeah, outside of the ones that we named, a lot of the team was new.
Yeah, I don't think we're losing very many people.
I hope not.
Yeah. Me too.
That's momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Eric will be back. Most of the guys I think will be back.
That's good.
Pretty sure Ethan will run it back.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Ollie too.
Mm-hmm. Dre will be back.
Yeah.
Fred will definitely be back.
Art will need to come back.
Yeah, he does. Need him.
Horrible.
Yep.
Hopefully Sarah will come back too.
I really hope so. Yeah, she's talented and good to be around, and yeah, she's great. Wow.
It's actually perfect for some pre-run work.
Good. Yes, get the legs going. Wow. That's crazy for core, man. It's like, I don't feel like my abs have ever worked that hard.
After getting that work,
Mhm.
it's such a difficult, challenging position. I wish my finger would feel better, man.
Oh, man.
I should go get an x-ray, but
Yeah, you should.
because it's still.
Oh, that's still swollen, man. Yeah, it would be good to get an x-ray.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
still hurts too.
Oh.
I can't remember how long it was for this one.
Mm-hmm. What's stopping you from getting an x-ray?
Too lazy. I don't want to go over there. Y'all charge $600 just to look at this.
Yeah, that's expensive.
It's true. I do have insurance, but I've been to the hospital for x-rays a couple times already. So I ain't trying to rack up my bill for nothing.
Yeah, it's sad that like money for so many people is such an obstacle to getting like something checked out for health, because it deters me too. I'm like, I'm not going to the hospital.
Saying, man.
You know?
It's too expensive.
Yeah, that sucks.
All right, that's 2 sets down.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't even do the lean.
Oh yeah.
Whoops. Get a set of that in.
Let's do it.
I like that.
Oh.
So simple, but such good practice.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
You have that lean down good, man. Just.
Oh. The rest of the way is tough.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. We will. We will.
I'm trying to think of. I need to look up some more videos and some research on what helps get the lower back strengthened to help get the hips up.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I know these negatives are helping. I know this one is helping. But if there's anything else that we can do there, I want to find like maybe 1 or 2. I know the Supermans are probably a good one. But just something simple that we can add in the mix.
Yeah.
To help with that connected chain.
You're right. That's a good idea.
Go get it, man.
Yeah. I wonder what exercises we could do with bands, where the bands would help us.
I was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of people using bands with planche tucks. Just so they can get more time and attention.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. And I've tried it a few times. But I can't figure out where to put the bar.
Okay.
Where to put the band. Or the right band to use to make that make sense.
Yeah, okay.
So I need to spend more time going through to figure it out.
Yeah, I would like to do that too. Yeah. Yeah. That time under tension would be great. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was better than last time.
You were off the wall for most of that, huh?
Uh-huh.
Wow. That's good.
That's all. I can't lie. There's a part of me that really wants to abandon everything in my training outside of this.
Yeah? You know? I really like gravitate towards that part of you that wants to abandon. Like, I don't know, I just lifted like forever. Like when I was in the military, I just did traditional lifting, and it was really great for my physique, and I could move some weight. But then I switched to like just running. I just signed up for marathons and ultras, and I dropped like 20 pounds of muscle, or 25 pounds of muscle maybe, and got from like 167 all the way down to 145. And I was just lean runner, and it was great. But then after like a year and a half or two of that, I started with calisthenics, and I went to basically the only weighted thing I did in calisthenics was certain leg workouts to add some weight for legs. But upper body stuff, I didn't use weights at all. And I progressed so quick. Like I got stronger than I've ever been before because of just calisthenics. And I love it, bro. Like it makes me think I don't really need weights at all or traditional lifts at all, you know?
I'm inclined to agree with that.
Yeah.
Especially to your point, like my initial weight experience being in the weight room and putting up a lot of work there. And I keep going back to that first day of tryouts with the gym masters when I could Smith press 200 plus, but couldn't lift the girl over my head.
Yeah, something wasn't translating.
It wasn't translating.
Wow.
And it's like, what would it look like to say, I will emphasize more of this on the daily, and instead of like the bench, maybe I'm doing 4 sets of just regular push-ups, or maybe a weighted vest push-up.
Yeah, or explosive push-ups.
Explosive push-ups and incline push-ups. Instead, I almost feel like that would be better because those movements are going to translate a lot more to this stuff.
It will. It will.
I'm this close to revamping the whole thing, man.
Yeah.
Because it's like every time I sit and think about it, it's like, let me refine. And I'll say this. It's funny because a lot of things in life I'm kind of looking at from this perspective now. How can I streamline this to get the thing that I want out of it?
Yes.
Without feeling like I have too many things in too many different pots.
Yes.
So
it's prioritization.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like I have to decide, do I want to continue being a jack of all trades, or do I want to be a master of one? And it's like, it is cool to be able to do a lot of things average, but at the same time, it's not.
No, it's not. It's not. I get you, because I'm in the same. I'm of the same thought. Like, I've just tried to do so many different kinds of things, and like, the more I live, the more I realize that like, it's really, for me, like, I feel like that's what life's about, is you start when you're young and you try like everything. And then as you're growing older, you're like sharpening, figuring out what are the few things that you want to be professional at and just incredible at. And so I'm kind of tired of feeling like I'm using my energy in like 5, 6, 10 different areas, whenever I could just use my energy in like 1 or 2 areas and get really good at those things. And that's how I feel with calisthenics. It's like, I've barely done any traditional lifting for years now. And like, it has its place if that's what you want.
Right.
But I don't think that is helping me towards what I want as much as this stuff is helping me towards what I want. So
convinced.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm convinced.
Man.
I gotta change it. Because I'm looking at it too from a standpoint of you're right. I can use the weights to accent the moves that I need. Like the squats, for example. That's my heaviest weight day.
Yeah.
And I would still want to do that.
Yeah.
But for as much as the big reason I do deadlift is for the grip, really, more so than the back. But I could probably switch that to kettlebell walks or carries, performer carries, that's what they're called, instead to work on something
it's
like
true.
that.
And hangs, maybe hangs.
And dead hangs.
Dead hangs.
So things like that I can switch up. Because, yeah, even this form is going to help with most of the stuff I do in gymnastics.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I gotta switch it up.
I'm with it, man. Yeah, these compound bodyweight movements are so valuable for this gymnastic life over the isolating weightlifting movements that are valuable for another kind of life.
Yeah.
But not necessarily the one that I want more than the gymnastic life. Yeah. Yeah, I bet just those guys that do like crazy stuff, all those calisthenics experts, like they might use kettlebells or bands or different things like that. Like I like when we did the explosive lunges.
Yeah.
Those were good, you know. I feel like that's kind of a hybrid thing. But you're only working that one plane of movement when you're using most traditional bars, yeah, and most weights. And it's like we need to work more than just that one plane of movement.
Yeah.
And yeah, how could you show up to Gym Masters after being that strong and not lift a girl, you know?
It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
There were these dudes that are literally smaller than me who were able to do it. And I'm like, there is something fundamentally wrong with this. It's like, this should not happen. Everything that I've been hyped up for in terms of what that life was supposed to get me was shattered when I went into that tryout and saw that.
That's true. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Oh.
I gotta change it.
Yeah. Let's do it, man.
So let it be written, so let it be done.
Let it be done. It is done. We're going to speak about it in the future tense.
There it is.
Ooh.
That last one, I could feel both my wrists working, but also my lower back working.
Nice.
That's what I want.
Cool.
That's what I want.
Got the back too.
Yes.
That's good.
Okay, now it's all pulling. But it's so funny how these things are all connected because if I never lean forward enough, I never get my hips into the position where my back can start pulling.
Yeah.
I have to lean forward.
Oh. Yes.
This is what it takes. What does that mean? 25 XP? Idle with the 25 XP? Hi, thanks for the 25 XP. I don't know what that means, but thank you. I guess the camera's over here. I'm looking at the computer. One more set of this. Shoot. And why not even change it today? Instead of doing the bench, let's just do the push-ups.
I'm with
instead.
you, man. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. And for incline bench, we'll do
incline push-ups.
Incline push-ups.
Done.
Yeah. Cool.
Let's go.
Yes.
Calisthenics.
Wow.
Let's go.
I'm stoked.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Heidel's with us on this journey.
Let's go.
Heidel, hola, and thank you for your support.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, one more set of these.
Yes.
Back to the lab.
Dude.
Rewrite the manual. Rewrite the script. But yeah, man.
It's going to be so good.
It is.
Yeah.
The best part is already, I always do this, and of course we know this. Calisthenics you can do anywhere. So now, outside of wanting to come and tumble, we may be able to hop into Ultra Camp and do a workout.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's true. And sometimes, and she has all kinds of workouts I've never even seen. And I'm like, you can just do this in your house.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's try it out.
It's game time, man. It's game time. I didn't control it as much going back. That was a good one, man. I saw that.
That was better than my other ones.
You fought for that.
And grimace.
Oh, man. I was off the wall, but I didn't have to control it again. But I did feel the balance. I'm just so much more aware. I like that I'm thinking about it more. And, you know, this is a cool byproduct of the stream. Now that I'm forced or feel like I'm forced to talk more while working out, I'm actually processing almost every time I open my mouth about something. You're explaining, what am I doing? Why did I do this? But now I'm just more physically aware of what I'm actually doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm experiencing that too because I'm mic'd up, and then also I'm working out with you. So I feel like talking about it as we do it just kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
And I feel like we are like with the camera, with the mics, with the company, with the calisthenics, we're like exponentially making epiphanies and growing. We're like, okay, do this, don't do this, do this, don't do this. Yeah.
This is like a new way really of working out. You don't really see people do this.
No.
So the collaborative, we're going through this thing together. We'll talk about it. We'll talk it out. That's different.
It is. It's very different.
I like it.
I like it. It's helping me a lot.
Most definitely in terms of efficiency, calisthenics, I feel like you always get more bang for your buck.
I do too. Definitely. I think really the main difference is that most calisthenics moves are very compound lifts with multiple muscle groups. Whereas like a lot, not all, but a lot of weight training is designed to isolate muscle groups, which is good for bodybuilding, I think, but it doesn't seem as practical.
No, not at all.
No.
It's funny, even in hearing you say that, the term bodybuilding, it's like, yeah, you're building a body, but you're not building functionality.
Yeah. Wow.
So maybe that's a reframe in terms of it might be more building muscle, because if you're talking body, you're talking about a complete product. You're talking overall.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you are building it, but for what? To what end?
It's true. Yeah. I think a lot of bodybuilding, the end is, it's not for function. The end is for show, you know, which that's like totally cool if that's what people want to do.
Right.
But I want to care about function over fashion.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would agree. It's like, you could take somebody like Ronnie Coleman, for example.
Oh, yeah.
Man, you see the way he was coming up, the things he was doing, absolutely ridiculous, an absolute monster. But it's like, he may still have some of the same build now, but he's not doing a lot of the same things.
No way. Because
he can't. And sure, some of that might have had to do with some needles and stuff here and there.
Yeah.
This is a judgment-free zone.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it's like for a lot of the people in that space, well, see, that's an interesting aspect now, too, to consider. Because we're calling it bodybuilding, but if I'm using enhancement, and at the highest level, most people are, it's just the facts.
Yeah.
Sure. So it's like, I don't know, am I really building my body anymore? It's almost like if I were to say, I'm building my mind, by going to school, but I'm going to use AI to do all my assignments.
Mm,
I'm not really building my mind anymore.
Not really. Yeah. Yeah. Good point. Yeah.
It looks like I'm getting the credit for it, but what's really happening?
Yeah.
I don't know. We just rambling.
We are. It's good though.
I have one of my best friends was actually after his IFBB Pro card.
Oh wow.
And he told me about some of the experience that he dealt with in getting steroids and all of that, and kind of the struggles that your body goes through in adapting to all of that, and what happens when you don't get them, and if you don't get like the right ones. It can be scary stuff, man.
Wow. I bet that's a risky game.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Fortunately, he's good now, but we lived together when we were in Chattanooga. And he had a couple like scary situations that happened.
Wow.
In the hospital and everything, man. It's like, yo, man.
Yeah, you're really messing with your life. You're messing with your livelihood.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it kind of reminds me, there was this movie that came out recently, Magazine Dreams, Jonathan Majors, I think, where the guy in it, he's trying to get his pro card, bodybuilding and stuff. I actually want to watch that to see kind of how it compares with what I've heard about the experience.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm just so convinced that like calisthenics is the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
But that being said, if we're trying to do like bench, if we were trying to do like 3 sets of 10 or something, I think it would be good to still try to aim for that, but with calisthenics, where you find wearing a weight vest or elevating somehow to where 10 reps is hard for you, you know, of push-ups or of whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it'd be good to find out that variation.
What does the progressive overload look like for calisthenics? That's the question.
Yeah.
I agree. That's the hard part, because more often than not, it's just train to failure.
You can do like 100 push-ups.
Yeah.
And it's good. You're building muscle endurance, but maybe you want to build more muscle strength or like explosiveness or something. So you need to add weight or speed rather than time under tension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I was a couple of years ago when I was actually leaning more towards calisthenics. Was instead of doing regular push-ups, I was like, well, let me just do planche push-ups. I just work on putting my hands further back there because I know I'm weak there.
Yeah.
And it worked, but I still, even the traditional push-up I would like to be good at. So I still need to work that as well.
Yeah, good point.
So
yeah,
trying to find the blend between how do I fit all these different variations in. But maybe that's what it is. A flat, the equivalent of what I had today. The flat bench, you have your regular push-ups. Incline, you have your incline push-ups. Shoulders, you have your pike push-ups. And then, well, they would really be, pike push-ups and planche push-ups.
Even and handstand push-ups.
And handstand push-ups, you're right. So between those variations,
it's like a shoulder press.
Yep, that's true. That's true. So I need to rework it with those in mind. And I think the benefit is because right now, basically, the workouts, the way that I have it written up, what we're doing here for the first 45 minutes is going to be the first 45 minutes of every workout. Yeah, true. Yeah. So it's like
the skills
I
training.
may only need to work like maybe 2 supersets worth of moves, so 4 other exercises in addition to what we're already doing.
Yeah.
And that could be super efficient, which would be kind of nice.
I think so too. That would be great. Nice hour-and-a-half workout, you know? Yeah.
I'm going to go back and do that.
Good. Wow. And with push-ups, sometimes maybe even vest or incline, maybe it'll be too easy. But do you know what is not easy? When you start doing like an archer, where you're basically doing one arm. You can do one arm. Like You're going from holding all of your body weight with 2 to where all of your body weight is on 1. And that makes it doubly hard, like that quick. Yeah.
You want to turn it up?
Uh-huh.
I like it. This brainstorming is what we need.
Yes.
Push-up time. Get some water first, though.
Yes. Hydrate. Yeah. They would yell that at us in BMT. Hydrate. I can't wait to hear some OTS stories from you.
Dude, I'll be vlogging and documenting everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's time.
When I was in basic, I think they have slightly different rules now, but when I was in basic, we couldn't have our phones the whole 2 months that we were in basic. And then after 4 weeks, they gave us like 15 minutes to make some phone calls. And then another 2 weeks, they gave us another 15 minutes. And then the next 2 weeks, and we graduated. And then, but I think it's different for branch. And then for OTS, I guarantee in so many more ways they treat you like an adult. And they don't restrict you as much. So that'll be great. Yeah. Oh. Dude, I will send you a video if you're thinking about, and I can find some too, some forearm and wrist workouts. There's this guy that has like so many of the world championships of grip competitions, and his forearms are like the biggest forearms ever. And he's a great rock climber and everything. And I'm sure he has some really good wrist and forearm work that we could look into. Yeah. There's a rock climber, Magnus Midtbo, and he's a really famous rock climber. And they're the ones that can do like, they can do planche hanging from like a board, like a door frame basically, and just go into front lever and stuff like that, just hanging on that much with their grip strength. So yeah.
All right, so I guess
All right.
for this next, we'll
Yeah.
superset it then.
Okay.
We'll do a set of push-ups, and then a front lever hang, and then a little rest, and we'll do 4 sets of that, and then we'll do an incline push-up for 4 sets, and then we'll do some pike push-ups for 4 sets.
Okay. That sounds great. Let's do it.
Let's get it. I've heard people say that this little half push-up, it's one of those prison workout things.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard them talk about, don't swear by that stuff.
Really?
What are your thoughts?
I mean, I don't want to look into it. I have no idea, but I know it feels good. Yeah, I know it feels good.
All right.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, if I can't do full reps anymore,
Yeah.
just do a few quick pumps like that to finish out the set.
I think it's a good idea. I think that you don't always have to work the full range of motion for an exercise.
I would agree.
You know, for lots of exercises, like a hack squat or something,
Exactly.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of benefit in like, you don't have to do the full extension every single time. So,
Okay.
yeah. So there might be something to that prison push-up. Yeah.
I'll get a few here to finish out this first set.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that. It almost gets you going towards that explosiveness.
Yeah, it does. You're working on the speed.
Let's go. All right.
That was
Pop
good.
up into a lever. I guess we have this one. Use this.
Mm-hmm. I know for curls, an exercise I used to do is 21s. You know 21s? Yeah, and that's like the half range and then the half range up here. And I feel like there's benefit to that. It feels like it burns a lot differently than the full, you know?
It's
So,
true.
yeah.
I like that. You quit stress. It's true because when you do a half rep
Mm-hmm.
or any kind of non-full rep, you quit stress on different parts of the range.
Mm.
So it makes sense.
Yeah, it does. That's good.
You learn it. You learn it and level it up and it's
Learning. Wow. This is what I've always wanted. Front lever training. Whew. Oh. Wow, you're crazy, man. That's good.
Bench is out. Push-ups are in.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the cool thing about going to failure, you don't have to count.
That's true. You can kind of zone in.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You just go, and when you're done, you're done. All right, I'll give it a minute and a half.
Okay. My arms are feeling good, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
This pump, it's a lot different than a static bench,
Mm-hmm.
but I think the benefit's a lot more what we're getting from this
Mm-hmm.
in the standard.
Yeah. Harold told me he's a big fan of like the flexing workouts where you're just like really flexing and focusing. And also when you're doing a workout, maybe like touching the spot that you're working out.
Mm-hmm.
And I've tried that and it does. It works in a different way because mentally you just are able to focus. Like this does something where you're like, oh, cool. Okay. I know this is the muscle I'm flexing the hardest right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same with like flexing in a mirror. You're like building an awareness of what your body feels like and looks like as you're doing certain exercises. So,
it makes sense.
Yeah, it's like a mind-body connection.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, nice. Sorry, I shouldn't have took it.
No, you're fine. It's like, I've heard it referred to as the mind-muscle connection, but it's the same thing. It's like you're really visualizing what aspect of a move you're flexing the hardest, so you know what it's supposed to feel like and look like.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big deal actually, because a lot of times people go through a workout and it's literally just going through the motion because they're not thinking about this is where I should be feeling the tension in this move.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal.
I agree. And the focusing on it really can increase the intensity. So. So we're just doing supersets of these? Okay, cool. You're gonna make it to your run?
Huh?
You're gonna make it to your run on time, you think?
Oh, it's 6:30 now? You know what? Let's go this next set.
Mm-hmm.
And the good thing is, since we're doing it like this, I can finish this at home.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, because we're running in Niles, the park downtown.
It's a good part.
So I'll run there, and then I'll go over to Ultra Camp and finish up.
Okay, good plan.
Calisthenics, the beauty of it,
The
man.
beauty.
I wouldn't be able to do that with the bench.
It's already paying off.
Let's go.
Let's go. Start jumping.
Jump for joy, baby.
Or you could get some hand.
Change the game up. Yes. Wow.
Oh,
Talk about some burn.
nice.
Okay. Okay. All right, one more lever, and then we get out to a run. All right, let's do this.
Let's do it. You.
I got one other thing you can do at the end of this one.
Okay.
Is, I forget what it's called, but it's like you tighten up your scaps and you arch back, but the rest of your body's hanging.
Okay. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That feels like a front lever move, like putting yourself out there. Yeah.
It is.
Huh. Okay. Huh.
I saw you do what looked like that, and then I was like, you reminded me of that.
I just tried to copy you. I thought you were doing that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was.
Okay. I just looked at you. I was like, I'll just do that, whatever that is. It must be good for you. He's doing it. Oh. Put a leg out, Corey.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Boy, wait till the end of this summer.
Ah.
You're not gonna know who we are.
Mm-mm.
You're not gonna know. They're not gonna know.
Man.
So we out here getting it, man. Compound workouts, we breathing, we sweating it up. Man, the pump is real. Let's go. Hey, man. Thanks for tuning in for this one. Like, subscribe, share. We're going to be back at it tomorrow again. All right? Same time, same place. 5:30 Eastern time. Right here in the gym. We out here.
We out here.
Time to go for a run. Let me turn this thing off. We'll see you next time, all right? Peace.
Peace.